Hello, welcome to an episode in the FLTK Rust series. In this episode, I'll show you some new methods added in the 1.1 release, such as the window set opacity. So we have here the example from the hello button example from the repo. So to set the opacity of the window, you can just call wind set opacity, which takes a floating point number between 1 and 0. 1 is fully opaque and 0 is fully transparent. So if we try, for example, 0.5, let's make it a bit larger. We run this. You can also query the opacity using the getter wind.opacity. So now you can see it's a bit transparent. Another addition to this release is the MenuItem. Here, for example, let's get the editor example. So in the editor, here we have a menu bar, a system menu bar. And the system menu bar basically can add these items in them, and now you can get the index of any item you add. So for example, we get the index here, and we can access the item later when we need to by index. Here previously you had to get the item using the find item method, and you would give it the same string of the item, for example. Now you don't have to pass the string itself, you can just use at and the index, and this is the index. And let's just add this thick width as before. And this just changes the color of the label. So this works as previously. You can also add a label to the, you can add an icon to the menu items. So for example, here in the documentation of menu item, you check the documentation for add label. We use this pix map. This is just a folder, an image of a folder, and just get the image. And here, just add the image. Just check that pix map or image is imported. So we can just add it here. You can use any image, you can scale the image, whatever you like. So here, get the small icon next to the text. So the add label call basically it's add image, sorry. Takes the image, and then this other parameter places it, if it's true, it places the image on the left side. If it's false, it places it on the right side. So if we give it false, so it's on the right side. Another addition, you can now get the concrete type when you pass the method scroll bar or h scroll bar to a scroll widget. Same for the table, any table widget. You can get the scroll bars instead of a trait object. Now we have the opacity, the add image, and we've seen the index using menu add or menu add emit. You can set scaled images instead of having to scale the image beforehand. And just also wanted to show you another trick here. So you've noticed that FLTK has this grayish color by default. If you call get system colors, this would just grab the default color for your system, so you can see it's a bit more whitish. And another thing I wanted to show you is that you might already know that you can add tooltips to any widget. So for example, button set tooltip and help, for example, and you can basically change aspects of the tooltip using the tooltip struct. So if you pass the button here, you can get the tooltip here. If you want to change, for example, anything in the tooltips, let's go to the docs. You can change the delay, the color, the font, a lot of things in the tooltip itself, the margins. So for example, let's change the color of the tooltip. So this is in the miscellaneous, the tooltip struct itself. So I can just set color. And this changes the color for all the tooltips of your application. So let's say enums color red, for example. Now you can see that the tooltip is red in color. You can change the delay as well, as we've seen. So that was basically it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.